Good morning, everybody. It's so great to see you. I'm finally back from being off the grid. I'm Vanessa Vasquez de Lara from the Vasquez de Lara Law Group, and this is Family Law Live. I've missed you guys. I've been gone for almost 10 days. So thank you so much for joining us again. And I wanted to start off the week with a topic that I know has been on every parent's mind. I know it's on our family's mind, so I'm sure it's on every other parent's mind, which is school. What's going on with school, what to do about virtual, what to do about in person, and for those parents who need to work outside the home, what are the possibilities for care when you're talking about actually having to go into work, but your child is going to school virtual. As many of you know, Miami Dade and Broward have said that school is going to start virtually. So there's a lot of services, a lot of companies that are starting to pop up offering the ability to basically supervise your kids while you're at work in order for the kids to be able to get school done. So that might be a service that you drop off your child at a place, like maybe a karate school or I think I just saw an ad this morning for a parkour school here in Miami that is going to be offering student supervision. And there's also teachers and parents that are doing pods or that are hiring a teacher or a tutor to be able to supervise their child while the child is doing school. So basically any kind of care that you need in order to be able to work is something that is normally covered as care that is a shared parental responsibility and a shared cost. So if you already have a parenting plan and you already have a final judgment, whether a paternity case or a divorce case, then there should be language that talks about dividing the cost of care either on a pro rata basis or on equal shares, 50-50. And the care that you would need in order to be able to work is going to be covered. So any kind of service or person that you need to pay in order to have your children watched while you're at work so that they will actually be able to do school, that's going to be something that is going to be a shared cost. But the problem becomes if you don't have that final judgment, if you don't have that parenting plan, then you're going to need to be asking the courts for assistance if the other parent does not want to help. So what that means is if you haven't actually finalized your case and there isn't any specific language as to how the cost of care is going to be covered, then you're going to need to be able to either file a motion or start your case in order for those costs to be shared. That could get pretty pricey, as obviously it's going to be something that, as opposed to before care or after care, it's actually going to be something that is going to be 8 hours long like school. But it's definitely something that you have to, if you haven't already looked into, it's definitely going to be something that you really need to get started on because hearings are taking a few months right now. So although the courts are open, we still keep hearing from people when they come to talk to us that they think that the courts are not open. Courts are open and they've been fully operational since April virtually as opposed to in person. But in order to be able to get yourself into that court line, you need to be able to file your motion or your petition or whichever pleading your attorney is going to be advising you to do. So if your case is already open, we're looking at motions. If your case is not open, then you're looking at actually starting the case altogether. So I do believe that under Florida statute, the cost of the care that you need in order to work is going to be covered and it's going to be split. But because this is obviously a new thing and it's a brand new world, it's going to be something that if you and the other parent cannot agree, you're going to have to be able to have that judge give you an ability to be able to figure out how that's exactly going to happen. So if you have any questions, if you are having issues with the other parent with respect to whether your kids will be completely virtual or something split or going back in school, we are already seeing those motions being filed. And if you need help in order to be able to pay for the care that you need in order to work, then we can definitely help you. Please feel free to drop a note here in the chat or send us a message through all the traditional methods or give us a call. So thank you so much for joining me again. I did want to remind everybody today is the deadline for our Supreme Scholarship. We've gotten some amazing submissions, and I'm looking forward to reviewing those and being able to choose our next Supreme Scholars. But today is the deadline, so make sure that you have that in by midnight tonight. And we've got a great lunch and learn coming up this Thursday. Stay tuned for those details. And we've got an amazing judicial panel scheduled for all of our attorney friends on August 26th, where we have 5 of the admin or assistant admin judges that are going to be talking to us about Zoom hearings and about the virtual landscape of the court. So I would encourage you to check that out as well. And last but not least, we already have our next chocolate tasting scheduled, and that's chocolate tasting 5.0, which actually comes with mini liquor bottles in order for Cal, our chocolate maker, to be able to do proper pairings of our chocolates with our liquor. So make sure that you sign up for that as well. So great seeing you, and I will see you Wednesday. Bye bye.